You ever had that moment where you look at your bank account and it literally says $0? You stare at it and not even surprised, just numb. Because you have been running on autopilot for months, maybe years, paycheck in, bills out, work, eat, scroll, sleep, and one day it hits you. You're working hard, but you are not going anywhere. That's the moment I'm talking about, the day zero. It's the day you realize nobody is coming to save you. No lottery ticket, no miracle business idea, no rich uncle. It's just you, your brain, your time, and what you decide to do next. And what if I told you that from this point right now, from absolute zero, you could become financially free in 7 years? Not just rich, not just doing okay. I'm talking about waking up on a Tuesday morning and opening your laptop and realizing you don't have to do anything today, but you get to. Because your money works harder than you ever did. That's the version of you I'm talking today. So, if you are ready to play the long game, if you are done living month to month, here's exactly how you go from $0 to financial freedom in 7 years. First year. This first year, it's not about money, it's about control. Most people never become wealthy because they never even know where their money goes. They live blindfolded, swiping cards, paying bills, reacting. Year one is where you rip that blindfold off. So here's what you do, you start tracking every single dollar, not to restrict yourself, to see yourself clearly. Because when you can see where your money leaks, you can patch it. And when you patch it, you regain control. And listen, in this stage, forget about investing or crypto or stocks. Your investments this year is discipline. You build the muscle of living below your means even when your friends don't. You stop trying to look rich because you're busy becoming rich. If you can live on 70% of your income this year, you have just done what 90% of Americans can't. And that gap, that 30%, is your seed money for freedom. But here's the hard truth, you will feel alone in first year. You'll be surrounded by people who laugh at you for skipping brunches or canceling Netflix. That's fine. Because in 7 years, still be complaining about rent hikes and you'll be on beach checking your dividend payouts. You're not behind. You're just starting your real life. Second year. All right, now you have stabilized, you have got savings habits, discipline, and maybe a small cushion. This is where you flip the switch from saving mode to earning mode. Let me be straight with you, you cannot save your way to freedom on a $50,000 salary in America. You have to increase your income aggressively, and that the fastest way to do that isn't another job, it's building a high income skill. Now, what's a high income skill? Anything that pays for results, not hours. Copywriting, sales, marketing, coding, consulting, graphic design, public speaking, you name it. If you can solve business problems, you can print your own paycheck. Year two is about learning that one skill that will make you valuable. You're gonna spend nights studying, weekends practicing, and you're gonna feel frustrated. That's the point. Growth always feels like chaos before it feels like clarity. But here's the beauty, by the end of this year, you'll have something 80% of people never develop: leverage. You'll be able to earn more without working more. And when that happens, you're no longer trapped by your salary. You can work on your terms. You have just opened the first door to financial freedom. Now you're ready to exponential growth, because the next year they are where things get wild. You have built control, you have built skill. Now it's time to build momentum. All right, third year. By now you are not the same person you were when you started. You're sharper, you have got a skill that pays, you have learned how to save, you have got cash flow, and now you are about to turn cash into capital. This is where the game changes. Because rich people don't trade time for money, they make money work for them. And so here's your focus this year. You start investing, not with thousands of dollars, with consistency. If you can invest $500 a month into an S&P 500 index fund and never miss a month, You have started a habit that can make you a millionaire. Not because $500 is magic, but because of compound interest. Now, here's the trap most people fall into. They start investing, they then just stop when life gets hard. But you automate it. You treat investing like rent, non-negotiable. You are also building your side hustle in third year. You have tested your skill, maybe you have done a few gigs, landed clients, built a small audience. Now it's time to scale, charge more, market better, delegate a small tasks. You stop thinking like an employee, start thinking like a business. Here's a mindset shift. You're not trading time for money anymore, you are trading value for freedom. Because more value you create for others, faster your freedom clock ticks forward. And once you start seeing that, your brain rewires. Suddenly, every look, every podcast, every connection becomes a tool for leverage. You are building momentum now, but momentum is fragile. So protect it like your life depends on it, because in a way it does. Fourth year is when people start noticing you're earning more, you are calmer, you are stressed like not stressed like before. You have stopped chasing dopamine and started chasing freedom. You have got maybe $10,000 or $20,000 or even $50,000 saved or invested now, and that's when it hits you. Money is not the goal, freedom is. So this year you double down on systems. Every dollar has a job. You have got three accounts: operating for bills and expenses, investment for your future, freedom for your opportunities. That freedom account, that's your weapon. That's what lets you invest in opportunities most people can't touch: courses, new business ideas, assets. You also build your credit and financial reputation, because when you play the money game right, the system starts to work for you. You can borrow at low interest to invest in things that grow. This is when you stop being a consumer and start being a player in the game. You'll feel uncomfortable this year because your lifestyle is improving, but your discipline must stay locked. This is where people fall off. They start buying Teslas, taking trips, posting success. That's not freedom, that's debt with better lighting. You're staying lean, you're reinvesting in yourself, your business, and your assets. By the end of fourth year, your income should be 3 or 5x what it was when you started. Your investments should be growing automatically and your mindset unrecognizable. You used to feel fear bills, now you see them as minor logistics in a much bigger plan, because you have built a foundation so strong. Even if everything collapses tomorrow, you will rebuild faster than ever. That's when you realize you're not chasing wealth anymore, you're becoming someone who attracts it. Now, fifth year, this year, everything you have done so far starts compounding in money, in skill, and in identity. You have gone from broke and uncertain to dangerous, because you know now understand how the game works and you are no longer playing defense. Here's what happens in fifth year. Your investments have grown enough to start meaning something. Maybe you are earning dividends, maybe your side business has become a real income stream, or maybe you have started investing in real estate, buying real rental properties, or putting money into startups. But here's the secret there: this is not about the dollars yet, it's about leverage of systems, because when your systems earn money while you sleep, you have cracked the code most people never will. This is where freedom starts to feel real. You check your accounts one morning and you realize you didn't trade a single hour for that growth. That's when it hits you. You're not living paycheck to paycheck anymore, you are living month to month ahead of time. But year 5 also comes with a warning: complacency will kill your growth faster than failure. This is when people think I've made it, they slow down, start costing. You do the opposite. You reinvest, you relearn, you rebuild. You know that the real freedom isn't having more, it's needing less. And here's the plot twist: by the end of this year, your old life, the one that used to stress you out, feels like a distant memory. You don't even recognize that person anymore, you because that version of you was surviving. This version of you, you are building an empire. You're 5 years in, you have built the mindset, you have built the machine now, but now comes the test: what you do with it. Because in the final stretch, it's no longer about earning, it's about owning your time. Alright, sixth year, you have been playing the long game and now it's paying off. You have built habits that 99% of people will never master. Your income streams, they are running, your investments growing, your mind bulletproof. But here's the truth most won't tell you: financial freedom isn't about never working again, it's about having the power to choose what you work on. That's the real goal. Waking up and saying, today I'm working because I want to, not just because I have to. And in year six, you finally start living that way. Maybe you have built a business that runs without you. Maybe you have invested in assets that cover your living expenses. And maybe you have designed a simple life that doesn't require much to maintain, and that's the freedom too. This year, you stop measuring your success by how much you earn and start measuring it by how little you need to stay fulfilled. You realize something deep: you don't need a million followers or a mansion or luxury cars. You need control over your time. That's it. Control is the ultimate currency. And when you have it, every decision feels different. But you start saying no to things that don't move your soul. You start prioritizing peace over pressure, and the wild part, that inner calm you feel, it radiates. It attracts better people, better deals, better opportunities, because you're no longer chasing, you're choosing. That's the freedom curve, and once you hit it, there's no going back. Seventh year, this is where everything connects. You have built discipline, skills, income, systems, and peace, and now it's time to build legacy. You have reached the point where money doesn't stress you, it serves you. So the question becomes, what do you want to do with that freedom? This is the year to design your ideal life intentionally. Maybe it's scaling your business into something that changes lives. Maybe it's teaching others how to build their own freedom. Or maybe it's just living life quietly on your terms: family, travel, passion projects. There's no right answer, only your answer. But here's the twist: your journey from $0 to financial freedom was never really about money. It's about how you became to earn it. You became the kind of person who doesn't panic when things go wrong, who can adapt, who can rebuild, who can lead. That's what freedom really is: the confidence that no matter what happens, you'll find a way. And when you get there, you'll look back at that broke, tired version of yourself from first year, and you won't feel pity. You'll feel gratitude, because that person had the courage to start when they had nothing. You'll realize financial freedom isn't a number, it's a feeling. It's the day you wake up and say, I own my own life. That's when you know you have made it, not because you're rich, because you're free. That's what this entire 7 year plan was for. Not to show you some get rich fantasy, but to prove that ordinary people like you, can do extraordinary things. And when they stop waiting for permission and start building relentlessly. Because truth is, you can start today, no matter your age, no matter your debt, no matter how broke you feel right now. You can rewrite your story. All it takes in one decision: to stop existing and start building. So take a deep breath, look yourself in the mirror, and promise that 7 years from now, I will not recognize myself, because I'll be free. That's your plan, that's your roadmap, that's your future. Now go build it. If this video lit a spark inside you, don't let it fade. Hit subscribe, and not for me, but for the future version of you that's waiting on the other side of discipline. Drop a comment with, I'm starting today. That's your first public declaration of freedom. See you in the next one, and remember, your freedom clock starts now.